Before we get to the badminton rant that came out of nowhere,
Hot badminton talk.
the Blazers are beating the Pelicans
Yeah.
by 25 points.
Well, the Pelicans really know how to tank.
Well, this was going to be my point. Why? Okay, so the Pels, if you don't know, have won 7 games.
Yes.
Now they have had a lot of injuries, but I don't think at the start of the year anybody had them in the race to the bottom. Did
Not
they?
even close.
Like, weren't they a playoff
No,
team?
they were, I think, more of a
Yes.
playoff team
They
than
were
a
a
race to the
playoff
bottom
with
team, for
Ingram
sure.
and Siege and
Yep.
Zion.
Mhm.
Well, they had a bunch of injuries. Okay, but are they just that much better at tanking than the Blazers, or like are they really that bad? Because
Well-
I can't. Because Siege is out there.
Yes, he's just playing today.
And so is DeJounte Murray, who they traded for.
Yeah. So what's going on there? Is that just a quality tank job?
I think it's pretty good. I mean,
So the players are in on it then?
it feels like everyone's in on it. No one's being rushed back. I mean, that's just you're out there that their will has officially been broken. The problem is the Blazers play too hard.
I know.
Yeah.
Chauncey didn't get an extension.
No.
So he's like, F you, I'm winning all the games I can.
You a loser.
And here's the problem too is like even the Blazer fans, we can't properly handle a tank. Like we lose like 4 or 5 games in a row and people freak out. You don't know what it's like to lose 10 in a row. You don't
We've
know what
gotta
it's like to lose
bifurcate
13
those two
in a
things.
row.
Well, the Blazers have tanked in the past.
Yeah, we don't
But not a full.
we don't tank that well.
Not like
here.
the Pels.
No.
That is one hell of a tank.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, hats off.
And I'm telling you, watch it. They'll get Cooper Flag, and then like everyone will get healthy next year, and you'll look up and like all of a sudden they're rolling.
So do you think internally,
flags!
every time Chauncey wins a game, they won at Milwaukee the other night.
Yeah, they did.
Do you think Joe Cronin's just up there cussing up a storm?
Well,
He's got to be.
it's the weirdest.
Good luck with the 9th pick.
It's the weirdest thing in the world to be like to
It's
be
so
upset
dumb.
that you're playing hard and you're winning games.
Because now you're at the point where you're winning enough, you should be trying to improve the roster or something.
Yeah.
Like you're,
Yeah.
It's
It's hilarious what's happening,
boys,
quite frankly.
they
because
are
you're just
gonna-
living in purgatory
they are
again.
going to end up in such mediocre hell. I mean, I was listening to Danny and Dusty today.
Get excited for the 9th overall pick.
And I mean, because like the new CBA, like Danny was talking about, the new
I think it's
CBA,
really
if you
sexy.
make more than $20 million a year, it's really hard to move you. And like he was talking that there may not be a bunch of movement. That you've got some guys that no one wants, and this like you may have to ride out Ayton, and you may have to ride out Jeremy Grant and some of these guys. And if that's the case, you're not going to be bad enough to fully tank. And you're, like I said, you're picking 8th or 9th. You could be stuck in absolute mediocre hell waiting for Sharp and Ant and Scoot and some of these guys to develop into something, or Klingen in his 9 minutes a night.
Well, I just want to know how the Pelicans, how they approach this, because they're absolutely running circles around the Blazers for Cooper
when
Flag.
it comes to the tank.
They're doing great at
They're
it.
losing by like 30
This is how
right
you
now.
do
This
it.
is how you do it.
Yeah, flags.
You just have to find a way to crush their spirit. And I
Yeah.
think when you've got fat Zion Williamson and like Brandon Ingram, who's just smoking a bunch of weed,
You just get guys that are all in it for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Not about the team.
Yeah.
Don't really care about winning.
we need more selfishness. We need more DeAndre Ayton is what we need. We need dominating. We need that sort of, hey guys, it's kind of cold in my driveway's icy. I'm fine. We need more of that.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. Or lack thereof. We need some locker room cancers. We need some bad apples.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who is it? They don't really have one, do they?
No.
I mean, Ayton's probably the closest thing to it.
I'm looking here at the Pelicans. They went on I need to count this. They went 1, 2, 3.
How long's
4,
our
5,
badminton
6,
rant?
7, 8, 9.
It's long. It's about 3 minutes.
Oh.
I mean, my God, when you look at their schedule, and you look at some of the losing streaks, when you've only won 7 games, do you get some runs here of some L's and some horrible L's? I don't think the people of Portland could handle it. If we lost 15 in a row by like an average of 15 a night, people would lose their S.
And then they would somehow want the coach fired.
Yeah, we say we want to tank, but we can't handle it. Well, when Chauncey took the time off for the death in the family, who was the interim guy that they propped up? His name escapes me now.
I do not know.
But they threw the interim guy in there and they won like 2 games in a row. And the fans like, see, like that's not the point. That's not what you want. We are not capable of embracing the tank here in this town.
Well,
It's
so what?
problematic.
Who cares what the fans think?
Yeah.
Do what's right.
The players can't do it
Get
either.
better players.
No, get worse players.
What?
We need
No,
worse
you
players
want-
if
you
you're going
want
to
it-
embrace the tank.
No, I'm saying tank, and so you can get better
Oh,
players.
yeah.
And who cares if the fans gripe about it?
Yeah.
Have some balls. Do something right.
You can't even lose right.
They
We
can't do
even
anything
lose
right.
Wait till the trade deadline comes and no moves are made. 'Cause we've been talking about this whole time about like assembling this roster of movable pieces. Wait till no one gets traded.
You
And
know
we're
who
like,
I'm
"Oh,
squarely behind? Chance.
Yeah,
I think they did him dirty.
absolutely. He didn't sign up for this.
Exactly.
He
He's
came
like,
on
what
with
the
the
hell?
idea that they were building something.
And he doesn't
You
have
loser.
he doesn't have an extension.
No.
So he's
They-
like,
they-
screw you.
they
I'm going to
fired
coach
his
my ass
brother
off. I don't even know if I'm coaching next year. I'm going to try to win as many games as I can.
He didn't
The
want-
organization's like, no, you're not. You watch me.
He didn't even want to be here. He tried to leave. and
So
take
when do
another
they
job.
fire him?
I don't think they will.
I bet they do. Well, no, they're probably waiting to just
Wait till it just
expires.
Wait till it just goes away.
But I was thinking maybe they fire him down the stretch so they could lose more,
I don't think so.
but I don't think they have the balls to do that. They can't even do that right.
No.
God, what a joke.
So said all my buddies got mad at me for wanting them to lose. They don't get it. See, it's like I'm telling you, we as a town do not have the mentality.
Well, again, who cares what the
tank.
fans think?
They can't handle it, Rob.
Cares.
People dropping over in the streets.
Did the Blazers miss Neil O'Shea?
We've got to bifurcate
Does
those two
anyone?
things.
I can't believe I had to ask that.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it was more interesting sound bites.
Guys,
All right,
move
well,
on.
When's
gonna-
the last time Cronin gave us anything good for as far as a sound bite?
As far as I know, he's not even alive.
It's possible.
Does he have a pulse?
It's like an AI sort of thing. Are they're being run by AI.
What? We're gonna bag him ball or
Yeah.
It's there whenever we need it.
badminton lady. We're gonna bag that. We're out of time. Okay.
Well, that's kind of evergreen since
Okay.
it was several years ago.